And we're live. Happy Wednesday evening. TTS is back. It's first time tuning in. This is Tylers Talkin Sports. On the other side of the mic, my brother from another mother, Tyler Hess, and myself, Tyler Castle, bringing you Tylers Talkin Sports. Boy, it's been a year since we've talked to our listeners or fans, Hess. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, but I got one thing I have to ask you because my son wanted me to ask you.
Okay, Mr. B, what's up?
He wanted to know why you say, and we're live, but technically, we're not live.
That is a great question. I'm glad he brought that to my attention. Because, Braxton, it's one of those things that have just stuck since we first started.
Yeah.
It's just one of my sayings. So you got, and we're live. You got media, which I'm getting people, out in the streets just being like, hey, they're part of media. That's sticking around. And then, circle them.
Circle them.
That's another one. Circle them.
Yep.
And then no free shout-outs.
No free shout-outs.
That's just our sayings, Braxton.
Yep.
So that is why, in case anyone else out there listening, that is why I say that.
Yeah, there you go. He wanted me to ask that. And also,
maybe I should switch it up. It's New Year. Maybe I should switch it up.
Shout out to one of Bryce's friends, Charlie. I know you got in a little trouble last night. You were supposed to go to bed, and your mom and dad caught you watching Tylers Talkin Sports on YouTube till 1 a.m.
Watching TTS, huh?
Watching everything we had. So, Charlie, number one fan, we understand. Gotta get some sleep. School's important.
Gotta get that shut eye, man. And sleep's important. Take the melatonin.
And to all the youth that comes up to us during all of our stuff, we love you guys. You guys, you guys are the future. We'll be covering you all in the near future. So
be here before we know it.
We appreciate you guys coming around and saying hello to us.
Absolutely. Hess, how's our socials doing, man?
Whew. Socials are doing really well, which we're going to get into that. Might as well just go ahead and shout that out. I hate this saying. It's not my favorite saying in the world, the whole new year, new me thing. It's kind of a new year, slightly different, but new brand, TTS. We are expanding.
Same Tylers.
Same Tylers, always.
Yep, we're still here. No changes here.
No changes at all.
We're still broken, guys, so there's no fixing us.
No fixing. But yeah, as everybody knows, we started covering Lebanon football in the fall. Had a blast. Highlighting even the Pioneers, Coach Norris, all the team, and then the other teams that we played, that Lebanon played, Richlands, Tazewell, Honeacre, all of them, Ridgeview, Union. We had a blast doing that, but we always felt like we were doing a disjustice to maybe some of the teams that we were playing, or Lebanon was playing. We felt like we was part of the team. Shout out to Coach Norris for making us feel like we were.
For real, that whole staff, man.
Yeah, for part of that. But then we got into basketball. Started doing that for Lebanon, which we're enjoying the heck out of that, thanks to Principal Potts, Lebanon High School, Scotty Boyd, Coach Boyd, for allowing us to be part of the team and covering them. But the big thing kind of changed. We've been discussing this for probably since the fall, just trying to figure out the logistics of how he's going to do everything. But we got to go down to the UVA-Wise for the Powell Valley National Bank Holiday Classic. And shout out
to Chris.
Yeah, Chris Davis down there at the Pryor Center. Incredible hospitality. Everything he did for us was incredible. Everything he did for the media people in general was amazing. We had a blast. Us and Mountain Mojo beside us, we were having fun with them, doing interviews and stuff. But we got such good feedback from these other schools, from coaches like Chowie's coach, Coach Snodgrass, Kilgore at Eastside, Coach Ballstick at Union, all these coaches thanking us for everything, and the parents and the fans of these teams on our socials, shouting out like, hey, we appreciate what you guys are doing. The parents that messaged us and was thanking us for what we did for their kids and highlighting all that stuff really got these gears turning. So going into January, officially as of...
What gear are you in?
Right now,
fourth or...
Right now, I'd say we're in fifth gear right now.
Fifth gear, just cruising?
Yeah,
all right.
We're cruising right now. But as of yesterday, January 6th, because it is January 7th, this is Thursday. This will drop.
Thursday. I said happy Wednesday evening.
It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday.
Oh, it is Wednesday. That's right.
Yeah.
Chewy.
Woo.
What a week.
It's been a while. But
it has been a while. A little rusty.
Officially on Tuesday, January 6th, Tylers Talkin Sports is your home for Southwest Virginia high school sports and colleges. We'll touch base on the college part because we changed that up a little bit. But now, Lebanon, that's our people. That's our home base. We're going to highlight them. We're going to be at 80% of their games.
We'll do the best we can. Yeah.
Road games are a little hard, especially through the week in basketball season. But Lebanon, that's our team. We're going to be covering them just like we have since football, and then going into baseball and football season next year, we're going to be on the sidelines with Coach Norris. We're going to be there.
Can I make an announcement on baseball? Any baseball listeners out there? Can I go ahead and make that announcement?
Make that announcement.
Hess and I will be doing the commentating for NFHS, and also we'll still be updating through our podcast. Obviously, we'll be updating on Facebook, Instagram, clips here and there, since we cannot record the entire game. So shout out to Coach Compton for asking us to do the NFHS commentate. So we will be commentating those games. So make sure y'all tune into that, and then also to make sure you're following the page so you can stay up to date with the latest score and everything. And Lebanon should have a pretty solid team this year. So very excited to do that.
Luke Garrett got us hyped for that after that Ridgeview football game.
Yep.
Shout out to Luke Garrett. But yeah, like back to this.
Cheez-It.
Yeah, last night was Cheez-It socks.
It was Cheez-It.
But yeah, we had like such just an outpouring of thank yous and just how much people appreciated what we have been doing for Lebanon, but we did it for every team down there at that Powell Valley Holiday Classic. And well, we decided as of yesterday we were going to expand the TTS family because we're going to be a family here. And like we've said in our posts we made on social media, Lebanon is home, but Southwest Virginia is family. And Friday, we're going to do our first non-Lebanon game that is not in a tournament.
Yep.
We're going to head to John Battle in Bristol for the Union John Battle game. John Battle's coming off a huge win last night over Y Central. Union's coming off a tough loss, almost a comeback victory against Gate City. One team that's on the up and up, and one team that we.
This episode is brought to you by Next Level Fitness Club in Lebanon, Virginia. 1806 East Main Street, Lebanon, Virginia, 24266. They are a 24/7 gym facility, 24/7 tanning. They also offer certified personal training and certified functional fitness classes to fit all needs. If you're in the market for a gym membership, this is a great place to hit up. Hit up Ethan, Tyler, or Jordan at any of their numbers, and check out the website at www.nextlevelfitnessclub276.com.
Is really good and consistent with Union. So we're excited about that. But guys, if you're new to TTS, this maybe you on our socials and you see that, hey, we dropped a podcast episode, welcome to the TTS family. We're going to cover you guys as best we can. Again, we are from Lebanon. It's easier for us to cover our boys over at the high school. We love those guys. We love just the Pioneers, but we again want to highlight all Southwest Virginia as best we can. We are just two people. It's just me and Castle. We have some people helping us with photos and stuff like that, but it is just us. Like if you're getting highlights and footage, 9 times out of 10, it's straight from our phones.
10 times out of 10.
Yeah. Well, they've been
other than photos. I mean, mostly photos.
Even all of our social media posts, it's me and Castle. We're posting all that ourselves. We don't have
that's all his.
Well, no, you post our highlights there in the games.
That's true. You're
the highlight guy, and so it is tough for us. We do have full-time jobs and families, but we do want to expand the TTS family to everybody here in Southwest Virginia, from Honeacre, Castlewood.
Are we hiring in the New Year's? Is that what you're telling me? We hiring?
If there is people out there, please reach out to us. Castle and I are we love what we've got here at Tylers Talkin Sports, and again, it is Tylers Talkin Sports. You don't have to be a Tyler to be part of this.
But my real name's not even Tyler.
I mean, mine's not either. My first name is not Tyler. So,
what you want to tell them what your first name is?
I can't get my legal name out there. But
IRS might be listening.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, if there is anybody is listening that would like to help us with any coverage from our college football standpoint, which we're going to talk about that just here in a second, or our high school stuff, with our high school stuff, please reach out to us, and we'll see if maybe you guys can help us. If you're at a game, you want to send us clips. If there's family members, fans, you're at a Richlands Tazewell basketball game, and you want to send us a clip of anything that happens in that game for us to post on our page, by all means, please send it to us, and we'll post it and hype that thing up like it's the greatest play ever, because that's what it's about. And we want to just continue to grow this, and I think the plan is for me and you to do this until we're unable to work technology.
Unable to work technology?
Yeah.
That's a long ways off.
A long time.
I ain't stopping.
But that's our Southwest Virginia high school side of it.
Yep.
On the other side of it, college, we are slightly dialing back our college because Castle and I felt like we got to a point to where it was just so much information, kind of like we did at the start when we started this podcast. We were trying to cover every sport known to man, and it just wasn't working. And now that we've added this high school element, we've loved the high school element so much, we had to take a little bit away from the college, but we have so many people who follow us from colleges.
Just for college, yeah.
Yeah, and we don't want to do a disjustice to those people. So with that being said, on the college side of it, University of Virginia at Wise, we'll be covering them. Mostly in football in the fall is probably where we'll start that. We will post some stuff about their basketball program because they are doing very well this year, and we want to highlight that. But definitely because of some of the local talent from Southwest Virginia that's going to Wise to play in the fall in football, we want to be down there to cover those young men. So we're going to be part of the Wise family. Also, Appalachian State. I mean, if you've been with us, you know we've been to Boone two times in a row, 2 years in a row.
I wear my App State hat almost every day,
got
all the time.
App State hoodie on.
Got the App State hoodie on. Yeah.
App State flag in the background.
Talked to a guy this morning at the gym. He's wearing an App State hat. I said.
Yes.
I don't think he caught that I was wearing an App State hat too, though. I think he kind of missed that.
Yeah. To our friends down there, Lee, Jennifer, Sunbelt Syndicate, all those people that we've met through from Appalachian State. We love that. We love it down there. We follow App State. Like, we follow them. We watch them just as much as we
got a big quarterback.
Yeah, big quarterback.
Sign him.
We're going to touch base on that too. I'll shine a light on that. Yep. So App State's in the family with us. Also, Virginia Tech. Not because of James Franklin or because we think Virginia Tech's going to be good. If Virginia Tech was going to be trash like they've been the last 5 years,
we still cover.
We're still going to cover them because we
did cover them quite a bit.
We did,
honestly.
And we did a lot of that too, though, because we do have a lot of listeners out there like the Hokies, and we want to cover them, but we want to be more in depth with these schools. And last but not least on this list is Tennessee. We got a lot of Tennessee fans that follow us. We've been to Neyland quite a few times, and this also helps us when we go on these trips. Like, we want to plan a trip to a college. We know our 4 that we can look at and maybe circle it down instead of trying to go to all these bigger colleges or go to places that don't really have a following. So we're trying to build our base out. We're working on the region here in Lebanon and Southwest Virginia. We want to expand it out to some of the local bigger colleges. And we're going to still touch base on the big headlines of college football, new coaching hires, big transfers, the big game. I mean, the big ranked matchups. We'll still talk about that stuff, but we're really going to go more in depth on those 4 programs and talk more about that. And you never know, if we have a college or somebody we get more interested in as a local, we're going to start shouting them out too and talking about that. But yeah, don't worry. If you're just listening to us for our college football stuff, we're still going to talk about the big top 25 poll, the college football playoff,
preseason,
all that stuff. But we're going to really focus on those 4 programs and go in depth with that and build a relationship that way through those programs. So that is TTS going into 2026.
It's a lot, man. You've been talking for a minute.
I have been, and that's kind of why we've been delayed on our episodes, and we do apologize for that. One, we had the holiday break. We always take a break around Christmas anyway, but then we took another extended break to we were going through some stuff, rebranding.
And we did an entire tournament.
Did the entire tournament down there at Wise. We've done that for 4 or 5 days in a row.
4 days.
And a couple of those days, both of us worked and then drove down to Wise to get down there as soon as we could. So that was another reason. But another reason we wanted to make sure going into this, when we started getting back into the podcast flow, we were covering what we wanted to cover, but let everybody know what it was going to be instead of coming out here like the last episode. We didn't feel good about that last episode. I'm just going to be upfront about it. I feel like we were kind of dead, talking about this, that, and the other, and didn't have enough information like we would like to give you guys. So we apologize for that episode, but we're getting back to it, and it's going to be exciting. This episode's going to be incredible. But before we get going, I also want to shout out Next Level Fitness Club. They are the sponsor for this episode. So need a gym for the new year. Next Level Fitness Club in Lebanon, Virginia. Great gym. Get you a membership out there. Get in shape. Get ready for 2026. Castle.
Good folk out there.
Ready to start this thing off?
Yeah, man.
Let's get it.
Friday night coverage. You kind of already touched on this a little bit, but we will be heading to John Battle as they do face the Union Bears. This game is at John Battle, guys, in case you want to go to that game. I think tip's probably scheduled, 7? Probably.
8 o'clock is what the schedule says.
8.
It is a
8.
quad.
Okay.
So
it's quad. Okay.
So those work.
Yeah, might be a little bit of a late night, but should be a good game. John Battle just came off a huge win over Central.
Yeah.
Other night, a crazy layup. I seen the video.
Yeah.
Just John Battle's really turned the page here. To start the second half of the season.
I mean, you go back right before Christmas. Lebanon had to beat them on a buzzer beater. I mean, John Battle
49-48. Yeah,
completely changed they're playing great basketball right now.
Yeah, they really are. And then you look on the other side, Union, they're still, 7 games into the season, I guess?
If you
6,
count,
7.
if you count the tournament, maybe. I mean, they started late in football.
They're still trying to figure out their identity.
Yeah.
But I think that team's got it. Carlos Anderson and Cam Bostic up at the top.
Yeah.
I think they'll figure it out. He had a good game the other night. I know he was only a player in double points or double digits rather instead of points. But he had 16 points, and then Carlos Anderson had a little bit of foul trouble, so that's how come he didn't get into the double digits. But that was a low-scoring game. Kind of happened like the Lebanon game, apparently, at Wise. So Gate City off to a big start in the first quarter, had like a 19-point lead, and then Union chipped away. But I think Gate City ran away with it there in the fourth, late in the fourth. I was told, too, that in the third quarter, Gate City did not have a point. I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't know either about that. Our friends at Mount Mojo was down there, but didn't get to see how that played out.
We's covering the next game we're going to cover here in a second. So Hess and I were there, but we's also trying to keep up with Mount Mojo so we can see what's going on at that Union Gate City. Because him and I both talked if Lebanon wasn't playing last night, we's probably going to be at that Union game. And that's a big regional matchup. I mean, right there.
And we know, like Gate City, I mean, what they did in the Classic. They are a great program, physical program. Excited to see what they do in basketball.
They had a big win in the Classic, yeah.
They did have a big win in the Classic. And
John Marshall.
They're a very physical program. And again, they did beat John Marshall, perennial power here in the state of Virginia. I fully plan on seeing Gate City come region tournament time in basketball. Yeah. And like you said about Union, they're just getting their feet wet. They're getting going, finding that identity. Great team, great coach.
They still didn't lose. I mean, they didn't lose by a lot. I think it was 49-40.
And that's
the final.
And that's a tough place to play in Gate City. If you've never been to Gate City, that is a very tough place to play for opposing team. And apparently that game, it gets kind of chippy. They're real physical. And I like the kid. I would say Carlos, old Los, was down there chirping, doing his thing. And I would say he was getting riled up. So I say that's a little bit of it. But, again, I agree with you there about Union. Tough loss, but they're just going to keep getting better and better, and they're going to be a team. And they're still
It's good to play. It's good to play that Gate City team that early in the season too.
And they're still not healthy. They still got I think they got 2 kids out. One's a starter, one's a big player off the bench. I believe that's what Coach Bostic was saying down there too. Is it Wise? So
was it Werfel? I think it might have been his last name.
Maybe. But yeah, that's going to be exciting. I'm excited to see Union again. I love watching Cam Bostic run point guard. I love watching Los do his thing. I like watching Corey coach. Corey's a great coach down there, Coach Bostic, and John Battle. I'm excited to see them. We've missed out on both the games at Lebanon. One was we had stuff
not gonna miss this one,
before Christmas, and then the other one was at Battle, and we didn't get to go to that either. So excited to be over at Battle on Friday. It's going to be a great time. I'm sure the Battle fans are excited to have Union in the house. One more thing I want to shout out before we get into the Lebanon Grundy game. 2 things, actually. If you're here for college football or college sports, you can fast forward at this point to about – so we're 17 minutes in. You'll probably be around 20 minutes in with the introduction at the beginning. So fast forward to about 30-ish minutes, and we'll start touch base on college football. But if you're here for the high school stuff for the whole podcast, we'll keep on going. I want to shout out David from Eastside last night, giving us the scores and the stats on the Rye Cove Eastside game. Big third quarter by Eastside, 34 points in the third quarter, ended up being the decisive blow to Rye Cove. Carter
Chase
Roach,
Williams.
Yeah, Chase Williams had a big game.
Chase Williams, 25 points, I think.
Yeah, 25 points for him. Ty Hood for Rye Cove led the way for them. Carter Roach earlier in the week got his 1,000 points, so congratulations to him on that. We watched that kid play.
Huge.
Yeah.
1,000 points. Not to get off topic, but did you see that kid from Floyd?
Yeah.
Sophomore. Got a 1,000 point.
Yeah.
Fastest ever.
In 30 games.
Yeah.
He did. He dropped 39 last night.
He's averaging 38.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Yeah, 6'5".
And pay attention to them, all you all you regional basketball people. That's a Region C program. So if you're a Region D champ, you're looking at playing them in the state semis if they make it that far.
Yeah, they look good.
But shout out to again David for giving us the stats on the East Side. We watched the East Side. We love that team down there, Chase and Noah Hamilton and those boys. Great team. And then Luke Irving, Coach Irving from Rye Cove, Carter Roach, Ty Hood. Great program. It was fun to cover them. So 2 good basketball programs in Region 1D. They're probably going to be teams to watch come tournament time at the end of the season. So I would say that game, they'll play each other probably one more time, and that game will probably be at the East Side. So I would say Rye Cove will be coming back for a vengeance in that one because this game was at Rye Cove. Or no? Yeah, it was at Rye Cove.
Yeah, I thought it was Rye Cove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we did that one. Shout out to David for giving us all the stats and us being able to post that on our socials. But the big game for us last night was the Lebanon Grundy matchup. Castle, you want to start that one off?
Yeah, start off kind of back and forth. One big thing that I told Hess when I saw Grundy come out was the number of players that they had. I told Hess I think depth was going to hurt him in the second half, and that's exactly what happened. Got to halftime, it was 32-21 Pioneers. Felt a lot closer, though, than that just 11-point lead. There was some turnovers there in the first half that's uncharacteristic from some of the players on Lebanon, but you'll have that in those moments. Lebanon came out firing hot in the third. I think Mike went for 14 in the third, and Ethan Horn, I think, had 8 in the third. Is that right? 8 or 9?
Quarter, Mike had
14, I think.
3, 9, 11. Yep, 14 in the third.
14, and then Ethan had, 8?
Ethan had 8.
Yeah, 8 in the third. So, yeah, come out hot. Moved the ball around really good. It's good to see him get Hilton involved more in this game.
Hilton had a good game.
So Hilton had a really good game. I think he finished up with 9 points, 11 points.
Jake Hilton finished up with 11 points.
11 points, yeah. So solid game. Yeah, I mean, Lebanon just outplayed them in the second half, just more physical. They had fresh legs. They could utilize the bench a lot. It's good to see the bench players get some time, and because we're going to need that coming later in the season.
Yes,
so that's
absolutely.
2 games back to back that Lebanon's got to utilize the bench. Like seeing Coach Boyd get to use that. Something about that third quarter too. That's usually what I've told Hess, and I know a lot of y'all watch basketball, but usually third quarter you can determine what you got. That's usually where you see who's got it and who doesn't.
Yeah.
So. Shout out to Grundy, though. I mean, they came to play definitely in the first half. Like I said, I think they just got gassed in that second half. Lebanon was running a full court press there, too, for a while, trying to trap over in the corner as well. So, or up at the top, top of the key. So, I think that wore him out. But Ethan McClanahan, heck of a player. You can see why he has multiple college offers. So, I think he ended up having 23 points the other night. So, yeah, he led the Golden Wave, 23 out of 39. So, excellent game for them. Grundy's a good program.
Yes.
They just need some depth, I think, and yeah, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows Grundy. It's wrestling season. We know what they bring to the table, wrestling-wise. I mean, perennial state.
And that's the last time we'll see Grundy in Grundy uniforms.
No, unless we go to the Grundy.
Well, unless we go to the Grundy game, sorry, which I would like to go to since it will be the last time playing there. So.
Yeah, so that'll be cool to see. But yeah, I mean, again, I want to second what you're talking about Ethan McClanahan. That kid is a baller.
Shout out to his mom too, coming and thanking us for
making
that post. That was really, really nice.
Yeah,
really appreciate that.
I'm pretty sure she's the scorekeeper for Grundy. So
okay,
good job by her. She did very well with that over there, and I appreciate her coming over and thanking us for covering her son and the post we made about him. Also want to shout out Joshua Hunt. Played a good game for Grundy. Was really good on
11 points. So what do you have?
7 points.
7.
But he played very well. We got 7. I mean, we may be off, missed a point or two with some of these guys. It may not be 100%, but
it's close.
He played really well and good on defense. I think the Lebanon was doing really well in transition. I mean, Mike was throwing touchdown passes out there. That's part of the reason.
Very good ball movement.
Yeah.
It's
part of the reason
like I was telling you, I think that's one of the better ball movement games that I saw.
I mean, that's the first triple-double I know Mike's had probably all year, and probably the first one.
Oh, yeah, didn't even throw out that stat. So he had 23 points and finished up 23 points and 17 boards and 10 assists.
Yeah.
And probably 3 or 4 blocks.
Yeah.
We had 2 for sure.
2 for sure. But I mean, they were doing. Lebanon was just stretching them so deep. I mean, just throwing it down court, transition basketball, and then Lebanon when they're shooting good, when Dawson's hitting, Ethan's hitting, Mike's hitting, and then Jake's hitting it. You're spreading the team so far out. When you don't have the depth off the bench, it kind of affects you. And then Grundy did have that one player that went down injured with the ankle. I hope he's doing much better. Hope he gets a speedy recovery. Hope it's not too serious. That hurt him. So they were literally down to 6 kids during that whole game. Yeah. So that's tough. That's really tough. We've seen that at Wise with some of the teams that were affected by the flu and other things like that. So that is tough, especially when Lebanon's, 12, 13 deep.
Yeah, they got full roster, yeah.
Yeah, and then another thing.
That's what you have to have.
You're talking about the Lebanon bench. Very encouraging. I'm loving the minutes we're getting out of Caden Glass. I think come down to the end of the season, that's going to be key. I think Caden could be a big role off that bench with Luke Garrett. We know what Luke does. We know the spark that Luke brings, but I think adding Caden off that bench helps big time too. And like you said, getting that bench utilized now is really going to help them later on in the season.
Yeah, they're still young, guys.
Yeah, they are. And, I mean, again, Grundy's a good team, good single single A team. I think they're going to be a tough out depending on who they play and stuff like that. Because some of these teams they're going to be playing don't have the numbers either.
So. They're better than some of the teams we've faced.
Yeah, they really are. And nothing for them to hang their head about. I mean, you can only do so much. And they played really well. But again, Ethan McClanahan is an absolute stud. Really enjoyed watching him play last night.
Very good fundamentals. I like. I'll say this about Ethan, then we move on. But he followed a shot every time. He's always there on defense. He's trying to get a rebound. Trying to get a steal. He was everywhere. So that's what you like to see out of a player.
Yeah, and looking ahead, Lebanon starts district play next Tuesday at Tazewell. That'll be a big game. I mean, it's first district game. You never know how those can go, no matter who you're playing. Even if it's a team you think you could beat or a team that you're worried about. I mean, it could always be a close game when it comes district time. That is at Tazewell on Tuesday, and then I think they play again next week on Friday at home against Richlands in another district matchup, and that will be an absolute great game. That'll be a great atmosphere. So if you got nothing to do next Friday night, be out there for that Richlands Lebanon game because I'm for sure Tylers Talkin Sports will be there.
Absolutely. Lord willing.
Yeah, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise.
And the creek don't rise.
We've already touched base on the Eastside Rye Cove game again.
Yep.
Eastside pulled away in that one in the third quarter, 34 points, and then the Gate City Union game. The comeback just came up just a little bit short for Union. First quarter was too much for them to overcome, but Union's on the up and up, and they're going to be just fine. So excited to see what those two programs do. But our next section here we are, college sports. College football. And as you all know, college football right now is, in my personal opinion, it's out of whack. College football, college sports in general, the transfer portal, the NIL, it has absolutely just caused, in my personal opinion, I think Castle's feels the same way about it. It's caused absolute chaos, havoc. It's turned into almost like a professional sports team. I seen today a Kansas State player who was not even planning on transferring, was planning on playing, got an email from the athletic department at Kansas State that they had released him, and they had already entered his name personally in a transfer portal. So now colleges can say, you know what, we're cutting you.
We don't want you.
You're gone. And at that point, they lose all their NIL funding because they signed with that team with the NIL fund. So college football, college sports is being completely ruined, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's opening day you had 4,000 kids.
Yeah.
In transfer portal. So yeah, it's definitely, in my opinion, ruining college football. I think it's hurting your G5 programs as we talked about before. I mean, you look at App State, AMU. I mean, they pretty much lost their entire rosters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're starting fresh every year. That's just not going to cut it, man.
And then you got some of these kids too, like UVA's quarterback from 2 years ago, Caldera or whatever. I can't remember how he say his name. He transferred to UNLV, played there this year, balled out, and now he's at Nebraska. I can't remember who it was. There's some analyst like, if you're going to transfer, good with transferring, do it. But once you transfer once, you're stuck. There's no this whole bouncing around every year.
That should be it.
That should be it. And
there should be something too in these clauses, like when they do these contracts with NIL, like you have to stay at least 2 years or 3 years minimum.
Well, see, I think that
you have to play so many games.
I think some of these teams are doing that, but once they enter the transfer portal, because they can do that at any time they're in the open window, the NIL, the funding stops. So they've lost that. They got to go out and get new NIL, but with a new team.
We've also talked about how the transfer portal needs to open after the season.
Yeah, I mean,
and I get the academics part, but you got to figure that out.
Yeah, and I think
make it different for athletes.
I think Dan Lang nailed it. I mean, let's play continuous all the way. Let's stop giving Saturdays up to the NFL. College football is a feeder.
Get rid of the bye.
Yeah, college football is a feeder for the NFL. They own Saturdays. You wake up Saturday morning in the fall, you know college football's on. Let college football have it. Do your thing. Play the season, and let's crown a national champion January 1. Let's call it right there. And then
January 2, open the portal.
Let the coaches go on. Let them I don't blame Lane Kiffin for what he did. I don't blame these coaches for what they James Franklin, all this stuff. Especially Kiffin, though. I don't blame him. I get it. Financially, I get it. But I think, if the team wins a national championship, he's not going to be tied to that. And I feel like he should be able to stay there. I think Ole Miss should have let him stay there.
Hey, he made $500,000 not coaching, so I think he's all right.
I mean, if they win the national championship, he makes another $1 million. So, but LSU's paying that. Ole Miss refused to pay the bonus.
Right, but I'm just saying,
But
maybe $500K, not even coach them.
I just think they need to have something with that to where it's not just so open and everything's happening. And you're talking about the G5 schools losing all their players to these other schools. Let's look at Iowa State. Matt Campbell leaves, goes to Penn State. Not only does he take
the whole team.
Not only does he take Rocco Beck, star quarterback, he takes the entire offensive line, the starting tight end, 2 of the starting wide receivers, and half the defense to Penn State. So literally,
you can say the same thing about Tech.
Yeah, they took everything.
They're taking Penn State.
And I mean, what's the point of a scholarship anymore?
It's not. That's like I told you. It's turned into, when we used to get offers or we'd go visit colleges and everything, it was like a privilege to get, as a respect. Like, oh my gosh, like they're offering me an opportunity to come here and to go to college. Because we're forgetting that these people are going there to get a degree, get an education, and potentially get a job if sports fall through. Yeah. So that's really the whole reason of college, right? Yep. To get that sheepskin, as they say. So, they're going there to get that technically, but now it's turned into, instead of a privilege, it's like, hey, what are you offering me to come to your school? Like the campus isn't good enough, I guess. The food isn't good enough. Coaching isn't good enough. The money isn't enough. Like, what is it? What do you have to have?
And if you guys have listened to us or you know who I am, know me by any means, I do not like this coach. I'm not a fan of him, but I thought he nailed it on the head. John Calipari absolutely nailed it with what he said.
Yeah, State's Calipari.
He said, these kids come to college. Yes, they are athletes. They come to play the sport that they're here for, but they're here to become young men and young women. So when they get out in the real world, they're prepared. What are we doing right now in college? We're not preparing them for anything. We're preparing them for handouts. And he said, the prime example, you have a kid who comes in, earns millions or thousands and thousands of dollars, and then they don't make it because half these kids don't make it pro.
A good example of this is Sorsby from Cincinnati transferring to Texas Tech. Yeah. So giving him $5 million for 1 year, and Sanders is in the league getting $4.6 million for 4 years.
Yeah, but I mean, back to what Calipari is saying, he's like, you have these kids. He goes talk about his own roster.
I'm just saying that's a handout, $5 million to stay in college.
His own roster. These kids there's nobody on this roster that's making less than $100,000. Half of them are going to not make it to the NBA. So when they're out they go out to our job offer, and the guy says, all right, we'd love to have you, got your college degree, $60K. They're going to look at him and laugh and be like, what, $60K? I don't want this. Can I stay at home? Like you're not preparing your college. This stuff it's ruining the sport, in my opinion, because now you don't have the tradition, you don't have the rivalries, you don't have the fun of college sports, but you're also doing a disjustice to the education side of it. Because, like you were saying, back when we were growing up, and it was starting, but back when we were growing up, I know there was money under the table. I know kids were
money under the table. I'd rather go back to behind backdoor deals.
Yeah, but I mean, these kids now, they're going to college, and they don't have to go to class. They don't have to do anything. I mean, I know there's academic standards, but let's take home ec and crayon drawing or something,
So
you're not building them you're not building character. You're not building them for the real world, because there's no handouts when you walk out. Nobody's going to hand you an NIL deal. You're going to make, like Calipari said.
If you are looking to replace a vehicle for a newer or more reliable vehicle, there is no better person to see than Brian Long at Wallace Imports of Bristol, Tennessee. He puts his customers first and really cares about helping achieve your dreams of a new car. Wallace Import has 3 new car brands in VW, Kia, and Subaru, with over 200 pre-owned vehicles. If you're looking for something specific, good chance he has it. Good credit, bad credit, or no credit, he will do everything he can to get you and your family in a newer, more reliable vehicle. Contact him at 540-355-9921 to schedule an appointment, or come see him at 320 Volunteer Parkway in Bristol, Tennessee. Let him know that Tylers sent you.
$50,000 to $60,000 starting out. Because most of these kids ain't going to college to get a degree. They're going to college just to play sports, and they ain't building an education to go get them a job that's going to make them the money they're making.
So I'm saying I think we're missing the big picture of what college is for.
Yeah. And there's good and bad. I mean, I get it. I mean, I get excited when I see Georgia get a big recruit or a big transfer. Like, I mean, I get excited about it, or I get excited when
as a fan, and then you look and you saw they cut like 8 players, and you're like, oh crap. Or 8 players transferred out.
Now we're seeing that these programs can just a kid sitting at home, getting ready to go back to school, and hey, we've cut you. You're not on the football team no more. You've been released. It's time for you to find a new program. Like,
there's got to be cutoffs, man. Got to be cap, because what you're going to have these big schools, these big donors. They're going to rule the league. It's going to turn into like baseball.
I mean, yeah, it is. It's going to turn into Yankees Dodgers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Big market.
Well, Mets Dodgers really now, but yeah.
But I mean, there is good and there is some good. I mean, let's look at Virginia Tech.
Sure.
A program that was in shambles, was
abysmal.
falling. And now going in this year, they keep doing what they're doing. Franklin's doing as far as getting transfers and bringing.
They're top 25.
They're potentially going to be a preseason ACC champion predicting team, or definitely a playoff team. And the transfer works. I get it. I mean, it excites the fan base. I understand that aspect of it. Tennessee right now, they're struggling. They're losing players left and right. They got a player.
They signed two today. Defense. They're rebuilding.
But it was like
they got two cornerbacks today, I think.
Nope, you lost the one from Troy. He went to Tech.
They got one from Kansas State, I think.
But I seen your top edge rusher. He entered transfer portal going to Georgia from last year. He had a 72.
A lot of that's due to Jim Knowles. He brought in a whole new staff. We fired our strength coach, fired a defensive assistant, fired someone else too. I can't remember who else they fired, but they fired Tim Banks.
It's like Luke Jackson said. Tennessee is now being outbid. Teams, and he said his panic meter is pegged. He said he's worried that the program's going to fall. And coming from somebody like that, that's huge because he lives and breathes UT sports and the balls.
And I hate to do that.
Him saying that, like that's shocking. And you see, like you had the boy out of Troy was a good example. Tech offered him $800,000, I think is what it was. Tennessee offered him like almost the same amount, but just a couple more thousand went to Virginia Tech, and he went there. And that was the guy they wanted for corner to play cornerback for him next year. But it's happening everywhere, not just Tennessee in particular. But now it's not so much, do I want to go play at this school where I can become a better athlete, a better person? I'm going to go to this school where I don't give a crap about the name on the jersey anymore. We've got away from this, and we're worried about the name on the back of it. What can you give me? But, I mean, there is benefits. I mean, there's a chance that, talk about Tennessee, they get the number one transfer quarterback. If Sam Leavitt decides to go there, which he was at LSU last night, he was with Lane Kiffin.
He's at Tennessee today.
But Lane Kiffin apparently has been tampering with Washington's quarterback. He signed a 2-year deal, $6 million a year.
Saw that.
With Washington, but apparently Kiffin's tampering with it and offered him more money, and he's already entered the transfer portal. About it. He's entered the transfer portal after he signed a deal with Washington. So
saw that.
But I mean, there's benefits to all of this.
There's just no loyalty.
There's not. And I know there's people out there.
Next generation coming up, it's going to get worse before it gets better.
And don't get me wrong, I agree. If I get recruited by James Franklin to go to Virginia Tech and he leaves, gets fired, I 100% agree that the players that were recruited by that coaching staff have the right to go somewhere else.
And they maybe need to set it like that then.
But they used
there needs to be rules, man.
But I mean, what was it? 2 years ago, we were talking about that boy from Virginia Tech. He tried to play. He moved out of North Carolina to live closer to his mom to play at Tech, and the NCAA ruled against his eligibility. Then you have all that going on. Now all these players are suing the NCAA to get extra years of eligibility, and now, I mean, you talked about that, how it's hurting recruiting. Like, why would I go there when I don't know if this quarterback's actually going to be there 3 years? Maybe he's going to be there 5.
Someone else's time.
It's just
and it's going to hurt your recruiting too with these transfer portals because these teams are going to go after these big quarterbacks or these big wide receivers. And then you got your freshman class coming in thinking like, hey, I came here because I thought I was going to start right off the bat because I'm a 5-star. I'm good. You pay me an NIL deal. It's like I'll just use Tennessee since they're one of our teams here, and I'm very well known with Tennessee. You got Faison Brandon coming in next year. Okay, we signed Sam Leavitt. Who's going to start next year, Hess?
Leavitt.
Okay, you piss off Brandon, he's gone.
Yep.
You know, I mean, it's just you can't build off that.
No.
So it's good. It's good in a way as for the players if it was used correctly. As in, a coach gets fired, you have the option to transfer now because when you signed up to play on this team, you signed up to play for this coach. Okay, he got fired or he left. Okay, that's a reasonable offer to leave.
Yeah.
Okay, there needs to be a cap. We can't pay players more than $1 million.
I don't think you should pay. Whatever. I don't think a player.
I don't think an 18-year-old or whatever needs $1 million plus.
Let me tell you how to fix it. Let's keep it the way it is. Let's keep it the way it is and say you're not going to make no more money than what the starting salary is for the job that you get your degree in.
Okay, yeah. And that's the thing, man. If they can't live off $50,000-$60,000 as a college student, there's something wrong.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're paying some of these kids getting millions, and if they don't make it, into the pros. Which
I mean,
what is
$5 million. I mean, look at Beck, $10 million.
What is it, like 3% of all college athletes across the board?
Sorry, is Beck 10 or 8? Sorry, I might have misspoke there.
I
know he's the highest paid.
Yeah,
so
he was.
And
the market gets reset every year. But then there's positives out of the transfer portal, and let's look. Big news today happened with App State. Got Purdue quarterback Malichi Singleton. Kid's going.
Didn't he play at Mississippi State?
I believe he was Arkansas.
Arkansas, that's right.
He was at Arkansas.
Sorry, I knew he's in the SEC.
People don't know about him. He was a 4-star recruit, dual threat out of North Cobb High School in Georgia. North Cobb produces athletes every year. 2025, he had 38 completions, 64 attempts. He did not play all year. They ended up going a different route, new coach, but some stuff happened. He didn't play. 439 yards passing, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 49 carries, 202 yards, 1 touchdown, and total offense 641 yards altogether.
What's his first name?
Malachi. I said Malichi.
You did say Malichi.
Yeah.
I thought you did.
Yeah. Malachi.
I thought you did. I was like, wait a second. Did he just say Malichi again? We didn't have this conversation before. Yeah. On Malichi. Yeah. It's Malachi.
Malichi, Malachi, whatever.
Whatever. It don't matter, man. Samson, going to Tennessee, going to draft, going to Bama. Nobody knows.
He's at the draft. He officially declared for the draft.
He officially declared. Glad that rumor's over.
But, I mean, I think that's a big pickup for Dow Loggins down there at App State. I think he'll be a great quarterback, a good dual threat quarterback. He was really good at Arkansas his 1 year playing there, but then they went with they found Green, the quarterback down there.
Yeah.
He stepped up. And he went to Purdue, and then the coaching stuff didn't work out the way it was going to, so he's set, and now he's ready to go. I think he gets
a great school.
It gives him a great opportunity. I mean, former 4-star recruit going to a school that's going to say, hey, you're our guy. There's nobody else.
Yeah.
Positive for the transfer portal. I think that's a good side of it. Again, what Tech's been doing in the transfer portal, great. But, like, looking at Tennessee, like, it right now, last year or year before, Tennessee was winning the transfer portal. Now they're sitting here, they're trying to rebuild a team, and people they're trying to get that most people were like, I'd love to go play at Tennessee.
Well, it's a tall task for Heupel next year because he got brand new staff.
And
as the first assistant, Tim Banks is the first assistant from his original, like he's had to fire.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, it's big ask, man. I've done told you what I think is going to happen to Heupel next year.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
And, I mean, you talked about Knowles. I do know Knowles came in. The only thing he wanted to restructure was the secondary group, from what I was reading today. And most of these kids now that are just leaving because they're getting offers from other schools that are offering them more money than Tennessee can offer. I mean, you had that stuff with Blue Card.
Imagine not wanting to play for Jim Knowles on defense.
Yeah. I mean, imagine not wanting to play for Tennessee.
Or Heupel, anybody Tennessee, yeah. Any of them.
But, I mean,
if you're already there, there's just no commitment, man. That's how come you can't get attached to a player anymore on a team. You just can't.
And
you can't. Because I bagged on is it Samson?
Yeah.
Samson. I bagged on him, right? And then he might have been our quarterback.
Yeah.
So obviously I can't be like, oh man, this guy sucks.
And we'll move on after this. I talk about the college football playoff to finish up. But the one thing in another sport, going back growing up, loving watching college basketball, Duke, UNC, Tyler Hansbrough, 4 years at North Carolina, Shire, all those guys there. The rivalries between Virginia Tech and UVA, Kentucky and Louisville, the Kevin Wares and the Anthony Davises and all that stuff. Like, well, not so much Anthony, he was a one and done, but like some of these kids like Tyler Hansbrough, some of these guys, especially at Duke and North Carolina, they played each other 4 years in a row, 2 games a year, maybe 3 if they made an ACC tournament. You don't have that anymore. Nope. You can't go back and say, man, Hansbrough scored 20 points against us 2 years ago, and now we're going to break his nose. Like, you don't have the whole, rivalry anymore. Like, you've lost that because of the transfer. Because every year somebody can leave. You're the one and done, which I think they need to change that rule too. I think they need to go back to say either go out of high school, go straight to the NBA, or you have to stay at least 2 years of college. I think that needs to be a thing in college basketball, but that's a topic for another day. But I just think it's like you said, it's killed tradition, it's killed commitment, and there needs to be changes. And I think Nick Saban being a commissioner of that needs to happen, or a commissioner of the college football committee, which we're getting ready to talk about the college football playoff because that committee's a joke.
Real quick before we go to college football playoff, since we are on college basketball there, how are you feeling about this season so far?
College basketball?
About some of our local teams here, yeah.
Tennessee with a big win last night over Texas. I know Texas.
Gillespie had 34.
I know Texas is slightly down this year. They lost a lot to the draft. They lost a lot to.
Does KD play there?
KD did play there.
He's still on the team?
No. Virginia Tech got a big. They played Virginia Sunday. They
Big win.
Big win there
They
for
won
them.
by 10. Yeah.
They got Stanford tonight, and then they got Cal on Saturday. So Tech's got a big game coming up. App State, my apologies, haven't really seen what – I know they're doing pretty well. They're getting ready to dive into the Sun Belt play, so we'll touch base more on that. And Wise is just tearing it up down there, UVA-Wise.
Yeah, they got a good team.
Yeah, tearing it up at the D2 level. Really good program to watch down there. But, yeah, basketball, I'm enjoying it. I haven't got to watch it a lot because, we're at these high school games and covering that and doing that stuff. Yep. But college, when I have got to watch college basketball, it's been pretty good. But, again, I don't know who anybody is because you're either one and done or you're a new kid that transferred in.
It's hard to keep up with it. Football's hard enough now, but the basketball's really hard.
Yeah. But, Castle, we haven't got to talk much about this because last episode we did, they hadn't started. Playoffs, yeah. We're heading into the semifinals. Ole Miss taking on Miami. And then we got Indiana against Oregon, round 2 of that matchup. What's your thoughts on the college football playoffs so far from what you've got to watch? And
so far, if y'all go all the way back to when we first started covering college football this season and everything, S and I both said the SEC is overrated. Okay, it's a money thing. It's a money grab. Next year they'll have 11, 9, whatever. SEC teams in the top 25 before the season even starts. And they'll try to keep them there as long as they can. It's just fact. They know people in the South love to watch college football, so they're going to keep their teams there. And it's showing. I don't think the SEC has been impressive at all in bowl season. I think
Ole Miss.
Other than Ole Miss, but can we really say Ole Miss is that great? I mean, is Georgia that good? Honestly.
Well,
are they that good?
We all thought Ohio State was unbeatable.
Correct, but we also said Indiana is very good. And I told you, I said it from the very beginning. I think a Big Ten team wins the national championship. I'm still standing by that. I picked Ohio State. I thought for sure they do it again. But my team now, of course, is Indiana. I do think Indiana beats Oregon soundly. I don't think they have a problem there. I think their defense is just way too good, honestly, right now. Hats off to that coach, man.
I'm going to stop.
They need to make a documentary on that.
I'm going to stop you right there on the soundly part. It was a tough game. I mean, they beat Oregon earlier in the season. But, I mean, Saggetti took the words right out of my mouth. I say it to you all the time.
Yeah, it's hard to beat a good team twice.
And Oregon's a great team. They're greatly coached. They're back to healthy. It's the first time all year they've been 100% healthy. I don't think they beat them soundly.
When I say soundly, I mean by 7-10. It's nothing crazy.
You say soundly, though, people are going to hear that and be like, man, Castle out here thinking.
Let me specify. 7-10, they win that game.
I think Indiana's just on a run right now. I think Saggetti is out to prove people wrong. I mean, I don't think I got it right here, but they got 0 5-stars.
Yeah.
7 4-stars, and the rest are 3 and under stars.
They're in the 70s in the recruiting class.
Miami has 54 4-stars, 25 5-stars. Oregon has like 15, 17 5-stars, 48 some 4-stars. Every one of these teams has beat them considerably. Their whole roster is 4 and 5 stars, and Indiana is a roster of 3.
And they have the Heisman.
Yeah, and they had the Heisman and Fernando Martinez. Mendoza. I said Martinez. I was thinking baseball.
It's all right. It's all right.
I think
Malichi.
Yeah, Malichi. I think Indiana's just out to prove people wrong. I think Saggetti is out to say it ain't about who you have, the big name. It's about how well you can coach. And, I mean, Another fun fact here, out of all the teams that were left coming into the quarterfinals, every team that was coached was a former Nick Saban assistant except for Alabama. Mm-hmm. And now the Final Four, every one of them is a former, including Ole Miss's head coach, is a former Nick Saban assistant. So Nick Saban still out there winning at natties. And then
he does what he does, man.
Big thing.
Yeah, that's just my pick. I think Indiana takes it home. I'll just be honest.
I think it's going to be a tough game with Oregon. I think Dan Lanning, I mean, I don't really want to make a prediction on that. I want Indiana to win. I think they could win.
I'm fine with either one of those.
I think Dan Lanning will be very prepared. I think they'll come in with something different. And then on the other end of it, Ole Miss, again, another team out to prove something. Like, hey, we could do this without Lane Kiffin. I know they are losing every assistant that's on the team except for the offensive coordinator Wise. He's going to stay until he leaves for LSU, but he ain't leaving until after the playoff run. But I think they're doing well down there. I think Chanabas has showed out. He won the national title at the D2 level last year at Ferris State. has a shot to win the title at the D1 level this year. I don't think that's ever been done in college football history. Great story for him. I mean, a kid that nobody wanted, and here he is. Had his – I know he went in the Heisman conversation, but he had his Heisman moment against Georgia. The way he played against Georgia, incredible. I haven't seen a quarterback make Georgia's defense look that silly in a long time.
Wild.
And in some aspects, I think Kirby got out-coached a little bit in that game. But going into Miami, I called it before they played Ohio State. I saw the guys at work. I made a bet on it. I said Miami was going to win. I think Miami is the best team remaining.
Yeah.
As far as if you look at their roster.
They're playing like they did at the beginning of the season.
And I think they're going to be dangerous. Carson Beck, he's finding his stride. That defense, Tony, true freshman wide receiver, he's finding his stride. Miami's playing good football, and I think they're going to give Ole Miss some fits. I'm going Miami in that game. I think Miami will be in the national championship. And that's crazy to say that they're the only ACC school that made it, and they didn't even win the conference championship, and there's a chance they go to the national championship. But that's where I lay with that one. I just think the magical run with Ole Miss, I think it's gonna end, but I think that will be a close game as well. But I think Miami's just a little bit too much for them to handle.
Absolutely.
For 4 quarters.
Absolutely. Give me Miami as well. I was picking Miami already before we even talked.
But Beck versus Chanabas is going to be a great matchup. Mendoza versus Moore is going to be a huge matchup. Saghetti versus Lanning round 2 is going to make huge. It's going to be great. The great semifinals.
When's that start? This weekend? That's the thing I hate. They make this drag.
Yeah, no, they drag it on. Then they're like off for like 3 weeks. Let me look real fast. By the way, ETSU is winning right now against BMI in basketball.
Nice.
Just throwing that out there. Let me see here. I got it right here. Saturday, December 20th. No, sorry. I'm in December. Sorry. Wow. Thursday. Tomorrow night you got Ole Miss and Miami at 7:30.
Nice.
And then Friday night you have Oregon, Indiana at 7:30.
Perfect.
Yep. Perfect. And then the national championship is Monday, January 19th.
Nice. Okay.
Yep. So that's coming up.
Gonna be good football, guys.
Yep, good football the next 2 nights. Castle, anything else left on the college football playoff? Anything you would change real quick about the college football playoff?
Anything that I would change? Well, for one, if you win your conference, it shouldn't. I mean, technically it should give you an automatic bid into the playoff.
It does in basketball.
I know. So we need to, I guess, fix that rule somehow because you had Duke 8-5 or 7-5, 8-5, something like that, win the conference, and I don't know. That's wild to think that Miami could win national championship, but they didn't win the ACC.
That was a ACC conference decision. That does not affect the NCAA or the committee's decision. But I do go back. A lot of people said, "Hey, Duke didn't belong." I understand that, and I agree with it. But let's go back 1,000%. 4 years ago. NC State and basketball was last in the ACC, won the ACC tournament, and won the national title.
Yeah, got hot.
Yeah, so, I mean, things happen. But I think, my personal opinion, let's expand it just a little bit more. Or
move it to 16 teams and get rid of the bye week.
Or copy the FCS. Copy that bracket and give me the BCS and rank them that way and copy their bracket. But that was incredible.
I'll say that then. 16 teams. Get rid of the bye. End it on January 1st.
Yep. I'm good with that. Yep. But that's all we got for the college football side of it. Castle, in closing, anything else you got?
Nothing really, guys. We're trying to hit 250 subscribers on YouTube.
We're close.
I think we're really close. So that would be a huge milestone for Hess and I. Y'all just keep crushing it. Instagram's crushing it. TikTok's crushing it.
Yeah, we're at 243. On
243. Okay,
yeah.
So we're even closer, guys. So we're 7 off. Love to hit 250 this month if possible. That would be huge for Hess and I, like I said. So just keep doing what you're doing. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Yep, and don't forget Friday night we'll be at John Battle for the Union John Battle game. Big district play for Lebanon starting next week. Lebanon is off the rest of the week. Guys will hit touch base on the social medias and our podcast schedule. We'll drop one once a week.
Yeah, we'll try to do our best, guys.
Once a week, sometime during the week. If we don't have enough, if nothing's out by Friday, guys, we'll see you next week. But you guys have a lovely week. We appreciate everybody that listened in with us. You guys are the best. We will see you all on the Flippity Flip.
Flippity Flip.
This episode is brought to you by Little's Lawn Care. Little's Lawn Care is the all-you-need lawn care people. You need your yard mowed. You need your leaves blowed out of your yard. You need your gutters cleaned out. Contact Little's Lawn Care at 276-698-5104. Again, that number is 276-698-5104. You can text them and you can call him. His name is Brandon Little. He's an incredible person, and be sure you let him know that the Tyler sent you.